welcome back to our channel. It's Gemma here today with a Sims 4 video. I've just come to edit this video, which is part 20 of my Rags to Riches series with Derek Dinglebottom, and guess what? There's no sound of me talking again. So this is another ruined episode of this series. I don't know what is happening. I literally tested it right before I started recording and my voice was on the recording. Then I've gone to record the actual thing and it's not there. So I'm really sorry about that. It's very frustrating. So basically what you're watching here is a 5 times speed version of the video, and I'm just gonna basically talk you through the key moments of this episode that unfortunately has not recorded properly. So in the previous episode we were working towards getting one of the rewards, and it was steel bladder, and we had about 1,800 points, so we got up to the 2,000 that we needed to get that. And I did that basically by largely chatting to people. There was a bit of harvesting stuff and planting things in the garden, but it was mainly doing different social activities. So you can see just there Astrid popped round and he had a bit of a chat with her. He also wanted to make some gourmet meals because he's maxed out on the cooking skill, so I think he wants to move on now to the gourmet cooking skill. So yeah, so finally got steel bladder, and then I carried on with getting some of the, are they aspiration? I never know what they're called. The little things in the bubbles there above his head. Perk points there? Oh, I don't know. Those. So here you can see I'm getting the steel bladder one. And I think the next one that I'm aiming towards, which is also 2,000 points, is the frugal one, as it reduces the bills. So obviously that would be quite handy in this challenge where we're trying to get to 100,000 simoleons. So here you can see Derek wanted to meet someone new, so he met this lady and had a bit of a chat to her about various things. Yeah, he met 3 or 4 new people in this episode, which is quite nice. Then he went back to the garden. As you can see, lots of bugs in the garden at the moment, so he dealt with those. And then he wanted to meet someone new again, so we got chatting to this lady. Turned out she was insane. That was one of the traits that Jake found out about her. I mean, she looks pretty normal there, because they tend to wear odd clothing if they've got the insane trait, and they'll also go in the shower with their clothes on and stuff like that, which is quite funny. I've never had an insane sim. Might have to try that one day and see. So yeah, some more gardening here. Harvested quite a lot of stuff. I think we made about another 1,000 simoleons in the garden, which is helpful, and it's got about 8,000 in total, so we are gradually getting towards our 100,000 target. I'm hoping once we've got a few more of the reward thingamajiggies, it'll be easier, because then I won't have to tend to his needs so much, and we can focus on just getting the shop selling things. So yeah, that's the plan going forward. He has a chat with this lady in a moment. And then he wanted to look at a piece of art, so I thought, well, we haven't actually left the lot in a while, so we headed over to the museum, and whilst we were there was a few collectible items, so I thought might as well pick those up, and they'll end up in the shop at some point when I remember to do that. Oh, at this point Derek uses a bold chat up line. That was one of the things he wanted to do, and the lady responded to it very well, which I was quite surprised at, because he didn't know her at all. He'd only been chatting to her for a few minutes. He wanted to meet someone else new, so he chatted to this guy, and yeah, they got on quite well actually. Might make them friends at some point, because I think... No, I don't think his trait was geeky. I think one of his traits was slob, which I thought was a bit odd. He doesn't really look like a slob. But yeah, that is the extent of this episode. I apologise for the technical difficulties. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.